Hey guys, and welcome back. This is kind of an intermediary episode, a bit of everything. But yeah, first we're coming to the end of the Soviet pack, which I'm just showing now. If you watched the last videos, you'll know that we built the MIR station, or my rendition anyway. And what you see now is the Canadarms being docked, which weren't the easiest thing to do. This docking wasn't too bad, it just the whole launch and everything, and yeah, working out how to design it to get it up and things, that was quite hard. But yeah, this doesn't go to plan. The dock goes fine, but there's a bug with the Soviet pack, because it doesn't happen on anything else or anything, yeah, any other ships and stuff or stations I've had. So yeah, I'll let you kind of watch this a little bit, I guess. I say too much. So yeah, I've got to swing the arms around because the docking port is in the middle there, and I wouldn't be able to get that down. I might have, but I don't know. It wouldn't have been safe to do that. So I have to move them down, and then I have to scurry across above the docking port, and then I have to do a 180. Like park up and do a 180 and then drop down onto it basically. But that goes quite smooth. That's not the issue. The issue is if you use the switch vessel keys, the brackets, to switch between vessels, because this came up on a lander, and what I done was park the lander up a little bit away, undock these from the lander, then I was going to dock these and then use the lander to dock to this, and then we were going to fill up the lander and actually go to the moon, all in this episode that it was meant to happen. But because there's a big old bug with it, and basically if you tab away switch vessel and then switch back, things just explode, the whole station explodes, and you're going to see it explode soon. And then after the explosion we are pretty much going back to relic hunting, and you know, going to find artifacts and Easter eggs and anomalies on other planets. But first we're going to go and save Private Rodmon. So after you see the MIR explode, we're going to launch Rendezvous with Rodmon, pick up Rodmon, and then we're going to go and dock to the Chubb station, which is a refueling station. And then we're going to refuel, and then we're going to head over to our planet to do some more relic hunting. But yeah, this is where it goes kaboom. So as soon as I tab away, and then I tab back, it will go bang, and then we shall be launching. And I shall let the music play, and I will see you after we've refueled at the Chubb station. So yeah, you're going to see launch, rendezvous with Rodmon, pick up Rodmon, and then we're going to go rendezvous and refuel at the Chubb station, which is just a big refueling station. Alright, so I shall see you soon after we've refueled, and then we'll carry on with the mission. So enjoy. Okay guys, we are back at the Chub Station. I forgot at the end of the last video I noticed that we had an eclipse, a perfect eclipse. It's gone a bit now though, unfortunately. But yeah, it was really cool. My first eclipse I've witnessed on the game. You've kind of missed it. So yeah, I didn't really get to tell you about the station and things. There's nothing really to tell. It's unmanned, little probe. Little probe, I say, it's big probe, big unmanned from the B9 pack. Yeah, then we've got this huge fuel tank which holds 90,000. I've refueled all this, so we're ready to go to Duna. I did forget though, like an idiot, that we won't be in the right position, probably, to go to Duna. Nah, Duna's all the way over there, it's bad. So, is there anything that we are in position for? I don't think we're in position to go to anything right now. We've already been to Moho, so it's pointless. Where's Elu at? Elu's far. Alright, what I'll have to do is just burn out, and then I'll have to let it float around a few times until we get into, yeah, until we catch a encounter. Well, I guess we could go to the moon, but I've kind of set this whole, I can undock this now anyway. So if I activate camera and unmagnetize and flip to this, okay, so we're free from the station now. We can close that. Just get away a little. I just push that a little bit, and then obviously I can just time warp away. Oh crap. Oh shiza. Nah, we should be alright. Sod it. Where are them solar panels? Yeah, we're good. Alright, that'll do, whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck on what to do. How we fill resources. Okay, we've got a lot of fuel, and these are quite efficient. So I'm pretty sure we could go to Jewel and deorbit, and well, I can aerobrake at Jewel and get into an orbit around one of the moons there. But I did want to go to Duna first, because I can use the aero miner from Bobcat there to refuel us, and we could probably go to Jewel from there. Although we won't have the... yeah, I didn't really get a chance to explain what this does either, did I? Oh, I'm having trouble getting around. Alright, so yeah, we've got a... oh, right, let me rotate this thing. And I go the other way. What an idiot. So yeah, you can see a rover in here. This is basically a garage with a ramp. It's really cool. And we've got conformal tanks here. They're like inline. But I had to fuel crossfeed all of them, which was a bit of a bugger. Okay, that would do. So yeah, we've got big fuel tank in the middle here. And then we've got lots of these little conformal tanks which hold 135 each. So that gives us pretty much 4,000 odd fuel. And all of these are feed into these 4 engines and tanks on the edge. So that's pretty much our whole fuel system and 4 engines. I think they're 100 thrust power each, like max power. So they're really efficient. But I'm not sure about how good they're going to be to travel interplanetary, just because of the speed. They're kind of just a bit better than nuclear engines, like speed wise, but not as good ISP. Anyway, yeah, so we've got, this is Space Tech, by the way. So I've got a Space Tech lander can, we've got some parachutes for Duna, 4 around the edge. I've got 1 drogue chute like that will deploy high up, and then I've got a couple of parachutes here, these little fin bits. And yeah, this garage is cool. This little cylinder here is legs, so we'll ditch the fuel obviously once we're down, and then I've got 2 more engines here to help descent onto other planets, moons or whatever. So yeah, then when we land, deploy the legs just as we're landing obviously, and then yeah, this ramp comes down, it's really cool, and then I can detach this ant rover in there, and we can go exploring. And we've got Rodmon on board because we rescued him. I'm not sure if you saw in the video, I killed the other guy that was in here because there's two in there usually. But yeah, I murdered him. Anyway, I spoke a bit too much. I'm not sure what to do, that's all. Because of the positions are bad, and 4 times speed, that'll take forever to get around. Because that's all we can do, is 4 times, because we're too low. I'd really totally forgot about that. I should have kind of launched and everything when we were in the right position. Duna needs to be around here, and it's all the way around there. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to burn out, and then I'll sit here and maximum time warp until we get an encounter with it. Okay, so I'll see you soon. It'll be instant for you, but it's going to be a long time for me, unfortunately. Alright, so I shall catch you guys soon, and I'll cut now. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back. Right, this is what we've got so far. I managed to keep the ascent node at 0. It went up and down a little, but I kind of wiggled around the prograde. So yeah, Duna's going to be here when we get here. So we got a lot of catching up to do. Okay, we haven't even gone around the whole once yet, but I think I can get an encounter straight away. All I've done is gone round past the apple apps. Yeah, I think I can do it like this by pushing us out, because we're actually ahead here the next time we come around, which is pretty handy. So yeah, we didn't have to do too much, and because we don't need most of this fuel, it's pretty handy. Yeah, look, we're going to get an encounter. Okay, I didn't even have to cut the video really, I could have done this all on film. Ready? There, bang, sweet. So that's pretty easy actually. And I've kept the descent and ascent node, the inclination right. Okay, so okay, alright. Look how strong RCS is now. I've just got the RCS on and I just nudge down. Look how quickly it takes us down because of our distance away. So let's just slow down. I like to zoom in like this so I know exactly when we're going to hit, so I can freeze the time. Okay, it's actually been a while because I've been docking so much lately. I'm gonna go to Duna so I can see better. Okay, so I think I want the 90 to come inwards first. Don't worry about the rotation of the nav ball, I've got it all wrong. Because pretty much if I flipped around. So this should bring us, yeah, over and in. And that probably started going up again. So I probably have to, yeah. So I'm going to have to do a north-south kind of line. I'm not sure which way to burn though. I'll try the 180 first. It's usually somewhere in between though, the two, to get it perfect. Yeah, so that'll bring us in. To be fair, we actually want a polar orbit first so we can scan the planet. Okay, that was pretty good. Now I need to nudge it this way, I'm not sure which way to go. Right, that should do. Okay, it looks quite scary, don't it? Look how close we are. Gonna cut through the atmosphere and warp our way in. Right, I'm pretty sure there's a good Easter egg around this part right here, which is what I want to do. Well, that's where I want to go first. Is there. Don't worry, this is going to be a feature length video. I'll just render it all, because this has taken me 2 days to record all this, because I've been redecorating and just been busy. You know, I did do a whole like hour long of the Soviet part 3, but I've kind of cut that into just like 3 minutes of this video, because it all blew up. And that whole pack kind of, the Soviet edition little mini series kind of annoyed me a bit. Anyway, I think we're all set to just go in now. So where is the bitch? I always lose it, like. Okay, it's gonna be. There it is. I see you hiding. Okay, I'm actually gonna go pro just in case we need it. Although it's gonna move. So yeah, we're gonna head in now. I'm gonna speed it up quite a bit, because it will slow us down itself anyway once we hit the atmosphere. Probably get a lag spike or two as well. Feels like it's not moving even though we're on 5-6 times warp. 7 though, we'll get going, yeah. Rodmon's a happy man. He's been floating in space for ages. He's not scared of anything anymore. I think he even had a fight with the space kraken. Private Rodmon. Okay, we're coming in now. Still miles away though. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be quite fun. Automatically changing the camera for us into an awkward position. Okay, we're cutting in now really fast. And we've hit the atmosphere. Oh crap. Let's get the panels in. Don't really need them because I've got 4 RTGs, but it's not the point. It's just not the point, Captain. So get them away before they break off. And let's just have a check, because sometimes my periaps and apoaps seems to go a lot further closer. Alright. I'm actually going to go full screen for a bit. I don't care which way we're actually moving, because the camera's kind of moving on its own. It's quite annoying. Just go with the chase cam. Oh god. Oh, that's a nasty camera. I'll go for 3. Fighting the rotation of it. There we go. So we got a nice little picture of Ike. Don't know how high we are. Okay, I'm pretty sure at 20 it starts to cut your orbit down. No, it's not really doing anything yet. Can I point myself on the retro just in case we need it? Hold there, hold there, hold there, hold there. Be cool though, once we've ditched the fuel, this thing's going to be nice and light. We don't even need the RCS anyway. But we've still got quite a bit. Now you can see we're slightly off on the north line. Oh yeah, we might as well see what we're mapping. It automatically starts mapping anyway. There we go. Current position on. Anomalies on. Okay, so I'll plop that up there. Nah, this side, because we want to see Ike. Ike. Okay, so we should be chopping down now, surely. Yeah, it's coming round. Just not sure if we've got enough burn, not burn, enough into the atmosphere. Still going down though. Let's have a look around. It looks quite nice, the polar. We're at the North Pole of Duna. I know there's an Easter egg either at the north or south, can't remember which one. Still going down. What's the periups at? 10.5. I might help it out a little, because I don't think we're gonna. Okay, that'll do. Oh, maybe I helped it out too much. Scary times. Let's get onto the prograde, just in case we need to burn out. Oh, it's fighting me. It's fighting me. Ah, it's really hard to turn. It's like tugging. Stop tugging me. Sorry, I'm not doing it in that view. I just need to see the. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, I've turned around. But yeah, that was really. Sorry, that was a bit slow as well, wasn't it? That was really fighting me there. Okay, we're going back up. I think we're alright. Still coming in though. That's good, we saved quite a bit of fuel. Not that we need to save it, but I can top up my little mono tanks I've got though on the DREV, yes, the Duna Relic Exploration Vehicle Mark II, because I did test one design and it didn't work out very well. So yeah, 10 kilometers is a good place to aero brake. I think you can go lower to get it better, because we did help this a bit. What's our altitude? Yeah, I probably didn't need to help it, to be honest. I think I might actually have to burn out a bit. But I guess we'll see. There's Ike. I'm going to close that for now. And we're coming out of the North Pole region. If you look to your left, you will see dry land. I watched a documentary actually on Mars and the poles, and there's a lot of activity like during the seasons. The ice and everything changes a lot. It leaves like black deposits of stuff. I can't remember what it was, a while ago now, so I shouldn't really have said it because, you know, I can't give. Oh crap. It's fine though, because we've got plenty, like I said, we've got loads of fuel to play with. But yeah, I didn't need to help it, I got a bit worried. But as you can see, we've got, yeah, we're on a collision course. I need to start burning. Okay, I'm going to go up to the 120, just so I can get a better map. What have I done today? Oh, that's good polar orbit, that's fine. So we're still being pulled in. Once we get past the I think it's around 20 kilometers, then we stop. Oh crap, turn that RCS off. I want a little bit. Yeah, I think once we get at 20 kilometers it stops kind of pulling us down. But damn, look at my game running in the red there, and we've only got this. Something's up, something's gone on. I don't know what to call it, but it's never like this usually. Shouldn't be running in the red right now. But that's another good reason why I'm getting a beastie computer too. Oh, it was a time warp. Still orange though, it should be green really. Alright, 83. So I'm going to push that out. It is still coming down slightly, but very slowly. Okay, that would do. So let's whip around. Just get up to 40 kilometers. And then we can time warp properly and push this out and then get the mapping going. It is mapping now still, I know, but it's really thin because we're close. That's what I mean. If the higher you are, the thicker the line, but you can't go too high. I think 120 would be a decent. It shouldn't take too long to map. But then again, I think Duna rotates very slowly. I guess we can have a look on the Kerbalpedia. What I want to know is if it's the side wheel rotation velocity. That's it. So where's... I know the moon's quite slow, 9 meters per second. And Minmus, Moho, Eve, Duna. So where's the side reel? 30.7, that's actually good, isn't it? I think that's the right thing. I'm not sure. I've got such a headache as well, I need to get off the computer. But we'll sort this out. I'm just going to get into orbit this episode because I've been playing it too long. And this is probably dragged out quite long now. I could cut it up, but I've got a headache. I'm just going to render it as is. I've already edited the kind of first parts of the video. The MIR bits, the rendezvous with what's his face, Rodmon, and refueling this. It's just this whole interplanetary travel to Duna that I've recorded today. So I've only got to stick all this on the end and then render. But I'm too tired to edit. It's like 3 AM. Oh, and let's burn up. And just get this even. Or evenish, doesn't really matter. 118, 121. Okay, that would do, fine. See the line's bigger now. Alright, I'm going to just map a bit, but what I'm going to do, I'll let it map the whole planet, and I'll bring you back when it's finished, because I'll just let it sit, because I'm going to have a go make a drink and things, and get sorted. Alright, so I'll let this map, and then I'll bring you back. The anomalies are on, so any red circles we'll see will be anomalies to go visit. Alright, so I shall see you when this is fully mapped. Okie dokie, right, we've mapped pretty much all of it. It will map the whole lot and get rid of these black lines. You'll see it will go down this one now. But yeah, it'll take forever. This took quite a while. I actually watched some TV and let it do its thing. But yeah, we've got 2. I think that's all of them anyway on Duna. I think there's 2. And I'm pretty sure that's just the pyramid. Which is the same as the moon pyramid. It emits the same code, and the pictures of the little pyramid with the inverted 4 and the little men. So yeah, we're going to this one. But I'm going to call it a day on this episode because it's not going to be titled Relic Hunters. Obviously you've already seen the title. So in the next episode we'll carry on with the relic hunting, and yeah, we'll play with our dudes here because we've got some cool... Actually, what I'll do now is just refuel these little RCS ports here. We'll just get these filled up. Maybe not. Don't know if we'll have enough. So what I'll do is 2, yeah. They won't be full at all. We blitz quite a lot, but we don't really need it at all anyway. This is going to be really light, but I'm just going to use this to deorbit and get our... crap. and yeah, kind of get our targeted launch as close to this anomaly as possible. So I'm just gonna, yeah, this is the end of the episode. I'm just gonna round it off by filling these up, and I won't be using the RCS anymore until maybe we might actually refuel. I can't do it. Yeah, this is just going to be on Duna, so this is going to stay there. I'll probably do another another like nice streamlined base on Duna at some point anyway, so this can be, we'll build it around the anomaly, like the relic or whatever we find down there. I know you guys are going to go and look for that relic if you haven't seen it before, but don't do it. Wait and watch it in the next episode. Okay, so we're all ready to deorbit down onto that, and we'll do that next episode. So thanks for watching. I'm not going to extend the panels, no point, because they'll be going straight back away. So we'll be ditching this, and this will be crashing down to the surface soon. And then we'll be left with this little beauty of a mini little lander base, complete with a rover that they can go and drive around off the ramp, which would be fun. I did want a mechanism where I can kind of redock it in here, and because then we could use this and go else, you know, use it for other places. But because I didn't put a docking port on, I'd have to use one of the canid arms or the Buran arm, which is smaller, to dock. I guess I could still do it, just leave the rover, but I'm not going to. This can stay down. So this will always be at Duna, and this can be our kind of main base, which we target to when we actually go down again. Alright, so that is the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for next episode where we go down to this crater, which I believe is in the dark side, so we're not going to be able to see it. Yeah, it's in the dark side. Or is it there? I'm not sure if it's here. No, it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I know it's after this and up. And up to the right. Sorry, I had to pause there. You probably didn't notice, but yeah, I had to sneeze. I'm not sure actually if it's there or... Yeah, it must be in here. If you know Mars and you've done your research, it's basically, if I say Cydonia, then it should give it away. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go down to this one. It's got to be there. Okay, so see you next time back at the lovely red planet where we've been so much. And after this we'll actually head over to Jewel, finally. And Elu, the place I haven't been. I've been everywhere except Elu now, because it was Elu and Moho, but we've been to Moho. So yeah, it's just Elu left to be discovered, because I've been everywhere else. But we're going to go to Jewel, because I haven't been there on this channel, or my YouTube, you know. Look at them perfect circles there. Alright, so yeah, catch us next video. Down we go, and to get our information and data for our Kerbal Space Center back at Mission Control. They're eagerly awaiting the findings after our successful scan. So see you next video, I've said about 100 times.